And welcome to Sketch Weekly, where I will do some week sketching, as always. I'm not happy this week. I did not do a very good job. Last week, I was very, very proud of myself. I did 2 hours a day, 6 days a week, all week long. I was very pleased with that, and it produced very good results. So this week I tried to do the same thing, and I did not do a very good job, and I did not get very good results. I mean, you're looking at the results right here as I'm cleaning my screen. Here's Kyouko as she ended out the week, and I'm gonna click over to my notes layer here in a minute. Going to talk about that, but I do want to talk about some process changes that I made. I am very much not happy with the work that I did this week, and a major part of that is that at the beginning of the week on Sunday, I just I wasn't happy with the pose, and I wasn't happy with much of anything, but I feel like I did a good job with the hair. I think the hair actually turned out really good here because it looks and feels like hair, and there's some room for improvement here, definitely, but it feels like hair to me, and I'm happy with that. I also think I did a pretty good job on the eyes, and the eyes are very much inspired by how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom, because I don't know whether it's just my general infatuation with Roroa Hamadonia, but I really like the way they did the eyes in that, so that's the way I did the eyes here. Where what it's got kind of a core color, and then it's got down underneath of that, it's got a lighter color and an even lighter color, and then there's a light color up at the top in a kind of a wedge shape. And you've got this kind of butterfly with tails off of the wings. And I really kind of like the look of that. Let me click over to my notes layer, and we'll do some notes on this. You'll see that here we've got a kind of core color, all right, which is this brown color, and then underneath of that we've got a kind of reddish color that sits in the next area, and then underneath of that we have a very light sort of pinkish color and a similar sort of light brownish color up here. But then right here you can see that we've got these little tails that come down out of the core color of the eye, and they're still the core colors. They're still the same color as the core. So you get kind of this construction to it, where you've got sort of three colors, and you've got a darker color, a lighter color, a very light color, and that very light color is duplicated up here, or something very close to it is anyway. And then you've got the two little tails that come down there. And I really like that structure, and you can see that I did the same thing over here. We've got the sort of tail coming down right in there. And then we've got the lighter color there, and the lighter color there, the very light color there, and a similar very light color up there. And I really liked the general vibe of that. So that's what I did. And it may just be because Roroa is really cute, but that's kind of what I did there. And I was reasonably pleased with the results there. I put kind of a blush on her cheeks, and the shading on her neck came out okay, I guess. But mostly the hair, I felt like the hair looked like, it looked like hair for once. So I was kind of happy with that. But then everything else is just garbage because you come down here and it's like, what is going on with this blouse? This blouse is just, it's boring. I mean, these rolled up sleeves, these are kind of neat. I think I did okay on those. This skirt, boring as hell. What is this? The knees aren't very well articulated. There's next to no distinguishing of the ankle. The shoes look like crap. I tried, but I didn't do a very good job. And I was just generally unhappy with this whole thing from beginning to end, and it was demoralizing all week long. It was demoralizing as hell, and I was looking at this going, this pose is crap, this outfit is crap, this design is crap. The only thing that I'm even slightly happy with is the hair. And I did do the multi-layer shading. So you can see right here I've got a light layer that can be disabled and all of the highlights go with it. And then here I've got the shading just on the hair right here. And the shading on the skin is down here, and you can pull that off. You can see kind of the before and after on that. Then we've got the blouse, and then we pull it out all the way. We got the shading on the skirt, we got the shading on the shoes, we got the shading on the cuffs, which is barely visible, but it is there. And of course all of the individual pieces here, these are also kind of split out into their own area. And the face, I split out the face onto its own layer, but not with the line art. The line art is still there, but the colors of the face are on their own layer. The skin is on its own layer, and the shoes are on their own layer. And everything is kind of on its own layer here. And if you turn it all off, it's kind of neat because you get this kind of just shading thing going on. But you can also see when you look at it, that when you look at just the shading, it's fucking terrible. So, yeah, I was not happy with that. I was not happy with any of this. And when we do our comparison here, which I'm not happy about this at all. When we do our comparison, I feel like the shading was, I feel like the technique is better on Kyouko, but Haruka's shading was better done in the long run. I mean, in the end, her shading looks better. And Kyoko's hands are way too small. That drove me nuts. I was just looking at that and shaking my head and going, I worked so hard not to make the hands too small last week, and this week they're just way too small again. And yeah, I'm not happy with any of that. But it should be easy to improve on this and move closer to my goal. I feel like I did move closer to my goal on the hair. I feel like the hair is much better done, and we're moving closer to the Studio Dean kind of scenario. But yeah, everything else is just, I don't know, everything else is just awful. I'm not happy with it at all. I'll just save that off, and then I just don't want to look at that anymore. I'll close that, and now over here on Sora, let's pull up our comparison, and we've got Kyouko over on the left, and I shouldn't have much difficulty doing better than that. And then we've got Neon over on the right again. And one of the things that I really want to tackle on this week's work is to do a better job on the outfit. I usually put more time and energy and effort into the outfit, but I didn't with Kyouko for some reason. And I had a rough time in general all week long. I got work done on Sunday. I got work done on Monday. I posted a time lapse on the channel on Monday night. And then on Tuesday, I did nothing. And on Wednesday, I did nothing. And on Thursday, I did nothing in the morning. And I did like an hour at night. And then on Friday, I went, I've got to get this done. And I just started over completely. I erased almost everything. And I started over on pretty much all of it. On the flat color, on the pose, on the line art, everything. Ah, my eyes are bugging me. Pardon me while I rub them and am just generally annoyed at them. Not to mention this chair doesn't work worth a shit anymore. But I tried to do the rest of it on Friday. Obviously, since I did no work on Tuesday or Wednesday, I didn't post a time-lapse Wednesday night. I posted a time-lapse Friday night. I was not happy with it. I put it up on DeviantArt. I'm not happy with it. I think I called it a piece of shit. And just in general, I was not enjoying my work. So anyway, this week I am gonna do better. I got kind of full of myself with I got kind of full of myself after doing the full 12 hours on Haruka. And then when I did Kyouko, I was like, I'll do another 12 hours. And it did not work out. It didn't go very well at all. So what I actually ended up doing on her was closer to 6 or 7 hours. And it really shows that she didn't get all the attention and she didn't get all of the time, and I was just generally dissatisfied and unhappy with the work I was doing on her. But let's move beyond this and let's start talking about Sora. Now, I've got some reference for Sora here. Now, Sora is kind of a laid-back, laconic kind of individual, and she's got blue hair and a bob haircut, and I've got some haircut reference over here for her. And then I've got some pose reference over here, and I'm looking for her to wear some kind of elaborate Gothic Lolita outfit. I mean, I can't get too ornate with it because I'm just not that skilled. But I'm looking for a kind of high attitude pose, and I kind of like this one right here. Just that kind of angled back, just really heavily stylized. But Sora has big old titties, so she's gonna have to be out there. And as far as the outfit goes, I do like the kind of Harlequin theme on this, the diamond motif. I may want to do something with that. I don't think I'm going to do anything with thigh-high boots. I mean, maybe. Maybe I'll put her in thigh-high boots, but I'm thinking that we want the thinking that what we want is we want the curve in the back there. Really, that kind of attitudinal pose, this sort of thing. But she's gonna have to have the breast kind of out there, and we got the kind of pose going on here, and she's gonna have to be scaled down so that we can fit the entire body on the screen, because we need that kind of that attitude. And I think we want to go with the mini skirt thing going on here. Maybe not mini skirt. We'll do the kind of triple layer skirt that we see every so often. And we'll do mini boots. We'll do boots that come up to like mid-calf. And then we'll have the bare midriff right here. We'll have kind of a ruffly thing going on here, and then we'll have the so the outfit will kind of go like that. Bring the neck up here. And we still need to shorten her up a little bit so that we can fit this. I do think we want the kind of hair in the face thing going on there. I think maybe one eye is completely covered by hair. This kind of thing right here. And that sweeps over like that. We'll have her hand down here on her skirt. It'll come down like this. Behind everything. There we go. I think we want all of this really be a little bit smaller. Something along these lines. You won't actually see that because we've got the skirt here. The skirt will kind of lay across that and then come across this, so it kind of lays across. So you get a kind of swooping effect here. Yeah. But she definitely has her belly button hanging out. Okay. Okay, so that's the kind of thing that I'm looking to do there, I think. Let's take this down to the construction and we'll go, okay. Here's the neck here. That means chin is going to be right about here. There's going to be the cheekbone. We're going to have our skull right about like that. And then we have our easiest muscles here. This is going to be our clavicles in that vicinity. Immediately under that, we want to have a kind of, this is the sort of arrangement of that area, and we're going to have here other side. Right there. Here's kind of the rib cage. Right here is our elbow. So upper arm comes down here. Forearm comes down here. And then here is the hand, finger. There. That's probably going to be a little bit. And over here, we've got a similar situation. Here's the shoulder. And we've got the elbow. Here's the forearm here. That's going to come outside. And here's the there's kind of the position of that hand, which is holding down the skirt. Now, this would be kind of the shape there. The leg be more or less occupying this space here. There's the pelvis there. There's a shoe. This leg, because this leg is kind of extended here, that thigh muscle is going to be bulging out a little. So other eye would be about here. Give her a kind of wicked little smile. And it comes out. Oh, exaggerate that. Let's okay. From here, this just kind of stretches up. Their midriff here. And just above the hand, I have a kind of ruffle. Come up. Sora's not really supposed to emphasize her breasts, but I think we will make an exception here. And all right, so from here, let's do some flat coloring. Now, I want Sora to do a kind of, well, let's go back to construction. Here's the hair. I want it to come down to approximately the same point on the other side. Okay, now let's start thinking about our color palette. I think we're going to want a substantial amount of black in here. But not straight up black. A little bit darker than that. There we go. Kind of like deep purple. A little darker. Like that kind of very dark purple, and then skin tone. I feel like she needs to have a very sort of light skin tone. Let's take that a little rosier. Just a little more rose. Or if we take it a little cooler. More in that direction. I think this one is, that one's really not. That ain't it, Chief. This one, I think that one we can potentially go with. But I don't know. I think we go more in this direction. I kind of. We'll go with deep. Take this deep purple down to here. Like so. There's our skin tone there. We're going to have more skin tone here. Here. And these are going to be our deep dark boots, kind of a leathery thing. And this skirt, I think, I want this to be purpley blue, like that. Let's go with this deep purple but at each layer, we're going to do a aqua blue fringe or trim on it. We'll do something like that. Okay, and then of course we need to go here. And we need, I want to do okay, so if we do that for a flat color, how are we looking now? Well, I get a good sense for this. This is not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it does need some solidifying. I do like the general vibe of this. I can work with it. But I want her to wear some gloves, and I think those gloves come down the hand like that. Maybe a fishnet kind of thing. Okay, I feel like that's about the kind of thing that we want to go with. So let's start line arting. My construction has it down rather substantially. that ruffle in there. Let's get that waistband low. There we go. Oh well. There. Here's another finger. Um, Twist that up. And follow the contours there. Then we'll turn off the flat color and we've oh, I put everything on the palette. I'm an idiot. If we pull the palette, we've got something that approximates line art. That hand is in the wrong place. Need that wrist bone right there. Definitely need to improve this, this hand. Also, I think I want the fingers splayed a little. Let's drag that out of there. And we'll go. Kind of like that. Need to work on that. Some this fingers got more there. And that one sticks down kind of like that. And then this one goes back and this one all the way back. I'm reasonably satisfied with this. This is looking reasonable. I'm gonna need a lot of cleanup, but everything I do does. Sora's gonna have. I'm gonna give Sora some. We're gonna Sora some lats. give her a bit more of a power vibe. One of the things I've been thinking about is these are goddesses. They're supposed to be kind of attitudinal. They're supposed to be arrogant. They're supposed to be powerful. They're supposed to be strong. And I've been drawing a number of them like they're shy and reserved, and that's not accurate. These all need to have. They all need to have attitude. Oh my God, we're at 52 minutes already. But yeah, these girls all need to have like attitude. Now, what I want to do here is I want to this on down here, and I want to cut and paste. No. I'll come down to the palette. Cut and paste. I'm going to drag that down here. And I want to take that and I want to merge it down. Well, I think I want to merge my flat to it. I think that's where I get known. Merge that down into the flat color, and now and turn off the palette of that, and I get my flat color right there. I do need to update my flat color so that it more accurately reflects the line art that I've just done. So let's give that where it belongs. Clean that up. Clean this up here. This up here. Clear that out. Move the stripe along there. Let's more closely match our line art. go. You know, these are a mess. These are going to need a lot of cleanup. Okay, so that'll be good enough for now, I think. Yeah, we're at 59 minutes, so we're not quite an hour, but I need to think about what color her eyes are going to be. Let's go with a kind of plum color. Let's make that the eye color. I'm going to grab some white. Fill in the eye right here. This is kind of messy. It's fine right now. Okay, so there we are so far, and we're working on cleaning that up and making it look right and all of that shit over the rest of the week. We'll see if we can get our legitimate, honest 12 hours in on this. Do a little YouTube dance, like, comment, subscribe, all of that shit. And okay, bye.